Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Busby, your cultural czar and member of the board of the Tulsa Symphony, and we're here today with our next musician moment featuring cellist Krassi Figg. Hey, Krassi, how are you?
Hi, Ken. It's so good to see. I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. It's good to see you too. And I should have started with bonjour.
Bonjour à toi aussi.
Merci, merci. I had thought about doing our conversation in French, but then I thought that that might turn off a few of our audience members. So maybe we'll just stick with English today.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe I'll start messed up between three languages also.
Oh, that's
So,
true. Yes, that's true. I say so. There's so much to know about you because we've gotten to know each other for many years now. So let's start with the for the audience though, because everyone has really enjoyed just getting to know the musicians behind who they see on stage. And so, let's just start with first. How long have you been with the Tulsa Symphony?
oh my goodness. I started 2000 with the Philharmonic.
Right.
And then 2001, the Philharmonic closed the doors.
Right.
So at the time I lived in Kansas City, and yeah, with the Tulsa Symphony Orchestra, I'm from the beginning.
Which is awesome. You've grown up together.
Yes,
We've all
absolutely.
we've all grown up together, so that's really nice.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting. So let's tell everyone, where are you from originally?
Okay, I will try and make my long story short.
Okay.
I am from Bulgaria,
Right.
where I completed my study in Varna Music School, first of all, the second largest city on the Black Sea.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I attend the State Conservatory at the capital, Sofia.
Okay.
After that, I moved to Plovdiv, second city in the country, to play with a major national orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Was, by the way, a couple years after I went there, I became, they call it that, cello concertmeister, which is like a principal cellist.
Okay, great.
Then
Excellent.
I was professor at Plovdiv Music School. Then the next step was Paris for two more diplomas, concertist, cello and chamber music. Then Bordeaux, Kansas City, and finally Tulsa in 2009. I moved definitely.
Okay. Okay.
So today I proudly can call myself, I am Tulsan.
Yes, you are. I think so too, but with a very rich and varied background.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long journey.
I know it has. So much studying have you done? So many diploma and so forth. How did you start with the cello? How did you come to the cello?
Okay, so from very young age, my parents took me to every single classical concert in the city.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 6 years old, oh my gosh, it's a long time ago. Two of these concerts changed my life forever.
Okay.
The French cellist Pierre Fournier,
Yes.
the Romanian cellist Radu Aldulescu. I don't know if somebody remember him.
I bet they will.
Yeah, I hope so. So I fell in love with the cello immediately.
Wow.
With the human voice on the cello.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, at that time in my country, the small cello sizes didn't exist.
Oh.
So I'm not taller now much, but I was very teeny.
Uh-huh.
And I cannot start cello at 6 years old. So they advised me to start with violin.
Okay.
Which is make me unhappy.
Oh.
For the next 6 years.
Okay. Yep.
I need to wait to grow up so I can bury the full-size cello.
Of
that
course.
happens when I was 12 years older.
Wow.
And then I moved to Varna Music School, like I said.
Right.
And yeah.
So
my life journey around the world, far from my parents.
Yes.
From the 12 years older.
Wow, that had to be very hard on you and them.
Didn't was easy, but we adapted, and
Sure,
I traveled back when I can home. My
sure.
parents came to the Varna city, uh, my mom especially, every single weekend.
That's so neat. That's so neat. It's nice to have that connection. It really is.
Absolutely,
Oh,
yes.
wow, wow. So, it's interesting that you kept your eye, as I would like to say it, on the prize. So for 6 years, you were not happy playing the violin, but you were just waiting to grow so that you could then play the cello.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's a funny story. My mom one day told me, "Stop measuring yourself every day." I was so impatient to grow up.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, I mean, it is obvious when I watch you perform, it's obvious that you were meant to play the cello. There is no doubt. Because
I think so.
you just see the joy on your face. You are so into it. I love watching you perform. I really do. Um,
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. I often hear that, and I think when I playing, it's not only playing for me. It's
mhm,
a connection with the audience,
sure.
a telling story.
Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely. And then of course you share that because you also teach,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and you're teaching at the Bart Music Conservatory right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been 10 years I'm teaching at the Bart.
Wow.
Now it was Barthelmus Conservatory. Now the name is changed in the past 4 or 5 years. It's called Bart Center of Music.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
That's okay. Uh, and yeah, 10 years here. When I definitely moved to Tulsa in 2009, even before moving, I already have my first private student in Tulsa. So I'm teaching at the bar, but
Uh-huh.
I'm teaching also some students in my private studio.
Sure. Sure. Well, that at least keeps you busy.
Keeps me pretty busy, but I love to give the students every single thing. I learn it from so many teachers I have before and from my musical heroes.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is my duty.
Absolutely. And I think you've answered the question I was going to ask, but have you ever thought about what you would be doing if you weren't playing and teaching the cello?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have a story also for that.
Okay, I love stories.
Okay, I grew up in a choir where my both parents singing.
Hmm.
So from very young age, my memory going back 4 years old, they took me every single night to their rehearsal.
Okay,
So basically, I grew up in the choir.
right.
Then, some years late, I start myself singing in a children's choir.
Okay.
When I went to Wagner Music School, some of my teachers told me I went with the cello,
Hmm.
but some of my teachers told me, especially the solfege teacher,
Hmm.
I have beautiful alto voice and should take a singer's classes too.
Okay.
That was the moment when I thinking a lot,
Hmm.
and I decided to stay only with the cello because that was my first love.
That's so neat. That is so neat. I love that. So I know.
So,
Go ahead.
sorry, to finish that, maybe if not cello, I will be certainly opera singer.
Okay, cello or opera singer. There you go. There you go. It's two cool things that keep you in music and obviously interest you and excite you. So that's great. Do you sing any now besides like by yourself? I mean, do you do any choral work or anything?
I cannot sing well now
Okay.
because it's been so many
Right.
years, but
Yeah.
I'm singing when I'm practicing.
Nice.
Nobody could hear me.
Right. Right.
I'm teaching my students also to sing the phrase before they play with the instrument,
Okay.
because the most natural instrument in the world is the human voice.
Sure. Makes perfect sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very important
Okay. Well, that's cool.
to me.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, yeah, and you're making the connection, so that's cool. And for two passions that you have. So
Yeah.
when you're not teaching, when you're not performing, is there such a thing as downtime for you?
In the life before the COVID-19,
Right.
not much time.
Right.
I'm taking my mornings for my own practicing. Then afternoon I'm teaching. And then right after teaching I'm going to rehearse. Tulsa Symphony Orchestra, ballet or opera, doesn't matter. Now I have all the time in the world at hand.
Right.
I can enjoy more with my little doggy.
Right.
Spend more time with her. I love cooking.
I thought you did.
Oh, always love that. Always love that. And also, before COVID, even now, I love to listening to good opera singers. Very good. I'm going back to the singers.
So
yes.
Is it making you think that you want to start maybe singing again?
No.
Okay, I'm just trying. I'm just asking.
No, I just enjoy very much, and I learn a lot.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you're in a profession that allows you to pre-COVID, but to really interact with people and have that fulfilling part of your life where you're sharing music with others, they're sharing with you. Yeah, it's a nice world. It's a nice world.
It's nice world and always been my world.
Yeah.
My life.
Yeah. That's neat. Well, listen, as we wrap up our time together today, we're going to get to hear you, I guess not sing, but we're going to get to hear you perform on your cello. So what are we going to get to hear today?
Okay, I choose a piece. I think it's appropriate for the unprecedented times we live in. The name of the piece is The Song of the Birds.
Yep.
By Pablo Casals. Every single cello say this is our cello father.
Right.
So I'll read now his own words about this piece.
Okay.
The birds in the sky, the birds in the space sing peace, peace, peace. And the music is that Bach, Beethoven, and all the greats will have loved and admired it. It's so beautiful. And it's also the soul of my country, Catalonia. So,
wow.
For me, yes, I know.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Very powerful. For myself, I find today, these past months, the Song of the Birds isn't only the soul of Catalonia, it's the soul of the world.
Yeah, well said. Said.
I'll be joined by my friend, a colleague, Alison Eskich. We teaching at the bar, both of us.
Right.
And we playing at the Aleski Piano Trio together.
Very nice. Very nice.
So she was very nice to come and join.
How lovely. Well, listen, we will certainly enjoy hearing that performance. So I'll invite our audience to sit back and relax, and we'll get ready to hear your performance of that. And Krassi, it has just been delightful speaking with you today. Thank you for taking the time. It's been fun.
My pleasure, absolutely my pleasure, Ken. Thank you for inviting me. and thank you for all you do for Tulsa Symphony Orchestra.
You're kind. We're a good family. We all work together.
Yes,
Yes, we are.
I agree with
All right.
that.
Well, you take good care, and I'll hopefully see you in person again very, very soon.
Hope to.
Okay. Take care now.
Thank you.